Hey guys, ankhgaming with you again. Time to play some more duels. Alright, so we're going to play the red-white deck again, and I did unlock a couple cards for that. Okay, I had... You know, same thing happened with the Simic deck, where I thought I had some cards unlocked, and then they weren't. So I wonder if you watch any of my other videos, you would be aware that I had a Steam update issue, and some of the cards I unlocked, or some of my games were screwed up. So I wonder if that was it. Maybe there's a Steam rollback and they just didn't really announce it. Alright, well anyways. I don't want to play a multiplayer match. Play a custom game. We're gonna do some plane chasing. And how about this? We're gonna play the red-white deck versus the green-blue deck. I think this matchup's pretty heavily in the red-white deck's favor, but if the green deck does have a good draw, I mean it could present some troublesome creatures. We got some cards in this deck like Hammerfist Giant that make no sense, but this hand is not capable. Draw a new hand. This hand is not exciting, but it is keepable, so we'll keep hand. Alright, in a combat you may exchange control target creature you control and target creature the other player controls. Okay. Let's find who's on the play. He is. My hand definitely loses, this deck as a whole loses steam being on the play, but this hand definitely, because it has no early drops. Okay. So, we're going to lead on Terramorphic. I'm going to go ahead and crack it. Activate the ability. We're going to go ahead and get white. The reason I'm choosing white is, what if I draw a 1-drop or something that I want to play the same turn as this that's white? So, that's the only color that actually matters. We're going to go ahead and roll as well. This plane doesn't do anything for us, so try to find a plane that's more aggressive. What's this one? Shuffles all permanents they control into their library. Ugh. Okay. Well, reveal one random permanent each. I could lose right here. Okay, he got a Terramorphic Expanse. Will enchant his permanent. He can't actually activate it. Okay. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to player, you may search your library for basic land, put it on the battlefield. Okay. This is hilarious. Enters battlefield. Activated abilities can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. So this is not a mana ability. So it cannot actually activate that ability. So that worked out pretty evenly, except for I gained 4 life and lost one of my best cards. But hey, maybe Simic doesn't have enough land to get going. I do. I got land. He's got land. And that exchange, that happening, is pretty fine for us. If he'd got some Sky Swallower or a Tidespell Tyrant, we basically lose on the spot. I don't know what the best card we could have got out of our deck was, but that exchange is fine for us. Again, we're going to lead on planes. This plane is actually good for us, because I think we're going to have the more aggressive creatures. We get a 1/2 first striker drop next turn, or double striker, and that should be pretty good. So, let's see what he's got. If he has no creature, then we're in good shape. Because I'm going to be able to drop 1/2. Ooh, 2/2 flyer. That's... I think I actually have to go ahead and roll. Alright, because I can't let him actually gain a mana advantage. All creatures are black and have Death Touch. That works very well with my creatures. Creatures you control get +1/0 and gain first strike till end of turn. I could lead with the Guild Mage. She has the option to gain first strike, but we're going to go with the one that naturally has it. So this plane is actually fine for us. 1/2 Death Strike, first Death Strike, double strike, Death Touch, double strike. There we go. It's pretty strong. It does 2 damage just like his guy does, but it can actually just block and kill any creature without evasion. So, pretty powerful. Now she can give creatures vigilance, or haste, or first strike. So, when I have more mana, she is useful. Looks like you changed the plane anyways. If creature you control would untap, put 2 counters on it instead. Untap each creature you control. This plane, I mean, it's very powerful with my guy, because a double striker, you know, getting counters is more powerful than a non-double striker, but I still don't like it. He's got evasion, and I don't really know how I deal with evasive creatures. And of course he has all the cheap evasive guys, something that I could never do with that deck. Okay, well let's attack. Ah, balls. I should have played my land. I should have played this guy first. He shouldn't. Yeah, he's gonna trade. Oh, that was so bad. That was so bad. That was very, very bad. So bad. Alright, roll. Yes! So bad. Oh well. This guy won't be attacking me this turn, but this is problematic. That was a mistake on my part. I should have played this guy first. I was going to play him either way. And then I attacked and realized he could trade. Not good for me. Here he could play a 3/3 flyer, and that's exactly what he does. So he's having kind of the ideal cards. Best thing that could happen for him is next turn I place this guy, and he Sapperling bursts into my hand and completely screws me. Okay. I think we start by rolling. I'm gonna play this guy. We're kind of dead because he has a potentially giant flyer. Now, if I had my first striker, I think it would be a different story. Because if I'd chaosed, untapped him, and then I play this, he's just huge. He's obviously gonna untap. There we go. Now he's representing a 2-turn clock, essentially. If he gets an untap next turn. Oh, great. What will it be? Creature dies, tribute 1/1 counters. Creature control, okay. What's chaos? Sack a creature? Player exiles all creatures. Okay. That's not good for us. He could have 9 to my 4. I got something in my eye. It's driving me flipping crazy. I think you should have attacked with both there. There's no reason to not attack with the 3/3 because I don't think he's going to be blocking with it. Okay, so what's this do? Creature control get plus 2/0. Now I could just play control. And we just attack with our 2/4 lifelinker. And what we're doing here, he's gonna claustrophobia it, but if he blocks I can pump. If he blocks like that, I'm fine. He'll get a 1/1 counter, but we gain 2 life. I think it's worthwhile because this plane will change. Our hope is that we can get Glory of Warfare out before the plane changes, possibly, or before Chaos is hit, and then we'd be ahead on board because we'll have more power. Now we'll have no cards in hand, so we'll probably lose, but this would make all my guys bigger than his Sapperlings, technically. Okay, he's attacking with everything. I'm guessing he's got a follow-up of, okay, the claustrophobia, which is fine. Now we are dead next turn. How much can I attack for? 4, 16? Ooh. What's that do? I could do 2 and 2, gain 4, go to 12, still be dead to the attack. So I think our only line of play is to play this. Control. Yeah, tap like that. This is our only line of play, is to play this, attack, hope everything gets sacked. Because he could not attack into me then. Oh, I guess I could have shot my guys, but that would have still been bad. We need a chaos, is basically what it comes down to. Plane Shift could save us, unlikely. Double strike and haste till end of turn. So we are dead. Let's try it again. I just can't win lately, can I, guys? I did make one mistake. At least one mistake, but one very noticeable mistake. So I'm on the play, and I actually like this hand. It's not a strong hand, but it's a fine hand. Okay, that plane again. That's the plane that beat me. I'm actually... yeah, I'm going to activate it. We're going to get planes. The reason I was thinking about not activating is so that way I have a higher likelihood to draw land for Bright Flame. But in reality, Bright Flame typically is good enough. Like if we'd hit Chaos on that plane before, I could have Bright Flamed away every token on the board and gained a bunch of life and wiped the board if things went bad. And actually I could have done it for one, killed all of his, mine would have lived. No, because it would have been on my turn. So yeah, they wouldn't have the toughness. Alright, so we don't have a hasty 2-drop. Played the wrong hand. I'm embarrassed. I should probably delete the video, but I won't, guys. I don't roll like that. I don't even know what the chaos does. Untap your creatures. Yeah, we don't care about this plane. Wow. This was a bad play. I should have had a 2/2 that gives haste on the table. Yep, that was a mistake. I mean, next turn I would have played Guildmage into Armorer. Now I'm going to play Guildmage into Hasting Armorer, but that's not nearly as good. Or Guildmage, Armorer, attack, first strike kind of thing, you know. Okay, well. If it's going to give me all of these, I'm going to use them. My deck's getting very thinned out on the bright side. And actually, at the moment, I don't care about that plane because it's not a negative for me. It'll actually, since I have the first creature on board, it'll make my guy potentially bigger. And I should be able to attack through any 3-drop he has because I can give first strike, and that threat alone should keep almost any creature he would have at bay. Is this... if creature would untap during intercept, okay. This worked really good with that worm that's in that deck. 2/2 flyer. Okay, I can attack through that just fine. Ooh. Attacks gets 1/1 till end of turn. Let's attack. He shouldn't block, I can pump. No block. We're actually going to go ahead and play this guy, the 3/3 attacker. Keep the pressure up. We are getting close to Bright Flame for at least one, so this guy's not a concern. I'm actually okay if his guy attacks. Next turn, worst case scenario, I can haste up my Armorer and first strike if he has a 2/2 that's available to block. Next turn I will also roll to try to untap my potentially 4/4. He's holding 3 mana, and one of them's not blue, so I'm not expecting Claustrophobia. I'm expecting Lore Scale Worm or whatever. Oh. Wistful Silky, that's fine. Selkie? I don't know. It's one of the cards I really like, though. Ooh. So this guy's pretty cool, because when he enters the battlefield, creatures you control get 1/1 and haste on a turn. I think we start with the free unroll, or the free roll. No luck. And then do I pay 1 to roll? Do I drop the 4-drop this turn? I'm gonna be able to kill... Yeah, I think we do the one mana roll. And we still have the option for the 2 mana roll, but I think we just go with this. This is damage. We know his creatures, it's not naturally untapping, so he's going to have to roll to untap. And this lets me attack for 7. And all my guys will be tapped, but next turn, if I untap them, I think I present lethal, right? Because I'd have 6, excuse me, 6, 5, and 5. Yeah. Very lethal. Plus, this guy could potentially be hasted, Bright Flames could potentially kill blockers, or I could just have a 5/5 Vigilance Haste. Very strong position. He needs an untap. A lot more than I do. So is this going to be the first Plane Chase match I've ever played where the plane never changed? Could be. That was a very greedy attack on the computer's part, because he has to block the 6/6 and he would go to 1. If I have any haste creature, which I do, it's potentially just dead. Okay. Question is, do I roll again? 5/5 Vigilance Haste is pretty good on its own. If he untaps, I'm not dead. Yeah. Five Vigilance Haste is pretty good against this plane in a lot of ways. Chunk. So if he untaps, he gets me for 6, no big deal. If I untap, he's dead. Also, if he plays random dork, if he plays no creature, I can play Veteran Armor and he's dead. And when you planeswalk 2 at the beginning of your upkeep, reveal a card from top of your library till you reveal a creature card, put that on the battlefield, the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Chaos, return target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. I don't think either of us have creatures in the graveyard. Of course that's what you get. What did I get? A beginning of upkeep. So he's got a 6/6. Which, beginning of your turn, right? Yeah. That's fine. 1 6/6 will not save you, my friend, and I can give whatever creature I get haste. That's a pretty good one. So, I can play this guy, and I can only give 1 haste. That guy. Target creature gains haste. That guy. So this is a victory. Target creature gains haste. And it's overkill. I didn't need either of these to win. But hey. On Kirk. We gonna beat some dude down. We're gonna get a win. And oh, he even bothered to block. That's rare. What did we unlock? Look, the Balefire Liege. That's a good one. Let's go to our deck manager real quick. Now this deck, as compared to the green-blue one, I think unlocks and just has a lot of variety and a lot of powerful cards. For one, you get stuff like Lightning Helix. Sick. Lightning Helix is so good. Who would ever imagine stapling Lightning Bolt and Healing Salve together would equal a card that's borderline, well, I would say it is stronger than Lightning Bolt, other than in very specific mono-red aggro decks. And then this next card it unlocks, even sicker for this deck. Creature gets 1/1 and has Fire Breathing, basically, if it's red. And if it's white, it gets 1/1 and Lifelink. So the majority of my creatures are both colors. So if I drop this on most of my guys, get +2/2. I thought it also gives haste. It gets Fire Breathing, Lifelink, and +2/2 for 3 mana. Pretty powerful. The ideal is you like turn to this guy. You play that on him. Now he's a 3/4 double strike, Lifelink, Fire Breathing. Pretty unstoppable if you just curve that. Like, they have to kill him that next turn or die. Like, it's almost a turn 4 kill, because that attack would be 6 damage, gain 6 life if they have no block. The following turn, if you play a land, you'd have up to 4 pumps on him, so you'd make him 7, right? 3 + 4, 7. So that's representing 14, which is 20 damage and dead. So it's a literal turn 4 2-card kill if the opponent has nothing. And if you led with turn 1 Boros Recruit, hey, you even get a couple extra damage in. Safety. But a lot of the cards it unlocks are just like, gives you the option to be aggro or a control deck. Like Rise of the Hobgoblins, not the best aggro deck card because it's essentially, to even get decent value out of it, you need to drop at least 4 mana into it above the 2, in my opinion. So that's not very good. But it's good for a control deck as a finisher. Spite Mare, it's okay. I always thought it has flying. It does not. But then you get stuff, you know, like another, in my opinion, control card. Aggro control. Creature can't cast spells during combat. It's a 5-drop. Target creature attacks this turn if able. So it's a way for you just to pick off their creatures. No combat tricks, you just get to do it. Problem is you have combat tricks in your deck like burn spells. Intimidation Bolt, one of my favorite cards, deals 3 damage to a creature. Other creatures can't attack this turn, so it can blank your opponent if it just straight kills the creature, or you can force them into a bad trade. And, you know, stuff like Sunblast Angel, those are the control cards. Your aggro cards would be stuff like Aggravated Assault, maybe, or more like Assault Strobe. Gives your creature double strike. Not that. This guy, Wojak Veteran, actually is a pretty good aggro card because it's kind of like Overrun the turn you play it. Because what it does gives attacking red creature +2 on attacking white creatures +02. So basically +4/4 to your squad. That's very powerful. More Lightning Helixes, Breath of Life control card, Assault Strobes. I consider Fire Will to go both ways, aggro and control. It's more of a control card in my opinion though. Noblesse of War is actually a pretty aggro card. It's a 5/4 flying. Gives all your attackers, even whenever it comes into play, +2. So it can really pump up your squad. And Stormherd, definitely control. You get X11 Pegasus, where extra life total. So all your pump effects work well with it, but it's not aggressive. So this deck can become aggressive or it can become very controlling, and I think in reality it becomes controlling is what you're looking to do. So we got our new card in here. First thing I'm going to cut is Hammerfist Giant. It's the weakest card in the deck in my opinion, and I'm glad to see it go. Its ability is useless. It basically just kills all my guys right now. So that's it guys, thanks for watching, ankhgaming out.